Ex-wife who wants to come back after 2 failed marriage. Back in 2013 September, I met my ex-wife in person who was 19 at the time and I was 24. I asked for her number and she gave me. She was going through a hard time in her life and ignored my texts, so I gave up and stopped messaging her. She replied back one day around December of that year saying sorry that she's mean to me and I'm not the reason, so I started chatting with her back. I decided to take her on a vacation to get to know her for about 20 days to another country. We came back and she thought that things would end between us because I probably wanted to have fun with her, but I said I wanted to be serious with you. Fast forward to 2015, we dated till I married her in 2015. Had one first child in mid-2016, followed by our second in 2018. Everything was smooth these years. I was the sole provider and she was a housewife and enjoyed her time doing what she wanted. After our second childbirth in 2018, we had a postpartum helper at home who said some stuff to her that she didn't like, and the way I handled the situation made her think I'm not a man. Her way of handling situations like this is basically screaming and shouting at the other person. 8 months after the birth and that situation, my mom and younger sister visited us from 14 hours flight. My mom and sister came and stayed at our house. My younger sister had an argument with my ex-wife and she wanted me to stand for her again the same way like before, like screaming at my sister and kicking them out of the house according to her words. Instead, the way I handled the situation was telling my ex to calm down first and talking to my sister, telling her what she said was not nice and she shouldn't be doing it. Well, this incident made my ex to leave the house and go to her mom's house and stayed there till my mom and sister left the country. According to her words, these events caused her to not see me as man and not respect me. After she came back, she had a bad memory in our house, so to make her feel better, we left this house and upgraded into a bigger house so she could feel better. Around 2020, after my son's heart surgery, the tax refund money which came back into her account. She basically used that money and went into another city living alone, enjoying while leaving behind her kids and me for about 3 months. While she was away, God knows what she did, but the ones I'm sure about what she did was chatting and video chatting with other guys. Any case, fast forward after 3 months, I went and picked her up and brought all her things back to our house. Fast forward to 2021 June, she asked for divorce. I insisted that we can work through things, but she was sure on divorce. At the time I had no clue of all this video chatting with other guys or meeting other guys after I leave to work and her dropping off the kids at daycare. I had no clue of anything that was happening behind me because I was focused on work so I can get back to my family at the end of the day. 2 months before she asked for divorce. She was very different, distance and phone hiding and dressing differently and makeup etc. etc. My gut feeling was saying something was wrong and she was defensive and accusing me of cheating also. She would also not pick up the kids from daycare on time because after her work ends, she would stay 30 to 60 minutes longer and make an excuse that after work assignment which she was meeting some guy at a cafe. During our whole marriage and before marriage, I was the sole provider and she didn't pay for anything. Everything in-house including everything she owns was bought by me, even getting her a car. She worked just cause she wanted and I had no issues, which she did for like 2 years. She never had shortage of anything. Back to divorce month. She would basically say she's tired around 9 p.m. while doing nothing when I'm the one who was dropping kids to daycare and picking them up and working whole day, plus she wasn't even cooking food. It was basically her excuse and at the time I just assumed she's tired. The real thing was that she was chatting her new guy. Things went faster and I signed the divorce paper telling her that I don't agree but I'll let you go. It was July that she left house to her mom's place. She confessed to some stuff after leaving house through text. Not even in person. It includes that she had romantic feelings in her marriage for 3 to 4 guys and didn't let it get serious, and her saying that those 2 incidents caused her to not see me as a man nor respect me. I told her, why couldn't you come forward and tell me? She said that I was young and now that I'm 26, I'm different and don't feel the same way towards you. I got bored and my love died is what she said basically. A lot happened in these 2 months till the divorce finalized. Including me driving with our kids to her mom's city, which is 3 hours away. I can't say I don't do much even after so much at the time. September the divorce paper was finalized and we were divorced now. 2 months after that she married the guy she was talking to, which I knew it wasn't going to last. She told me that he is better than me and went to university etc. etc. I didn't, but I own a business. Fast forward, their marriage lasted 2 years and she was gonna go to another country with another guy. Before she left, I told her that she should focus on herself and not do it. As always, she didn't listen to my advice. She went and married the guy and went to a whole new country where she spent all her money that she saved up for 2 years in 7 months. That marriage lasted for 7 months and she even got pregnant but aborted it coming back to our country. This was in end of 2024. Me and the kids left that country August of 2024. In January of 2025, she texted and said, "Can we talk about her situation?" I said, "Sure, you can call me." She basically said how the issues was with her second marriage and then the third guy and asking if we can date again, to which I very clearly and fast said no, it is too late now. How can someone mess up their life so much when they had such a loving family and kids for just thinking the other side is gonna be greener? She even said herself that others make her more happy than her marriage with me in 2021 and that she might find someone who is gonna make her happier. Sad for her to realize things after all the damage she has caused. Even in her new marriage, she would have realized how much worse her new marriage would have been compared to her first if they had kids. I'm new to sharing in Reddit and English isn't my first, so things will be typed weirdly. I haven't been with anybody or even touched someone since March of 2021. I was focused on my kids and they were what kept me going. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my kids. I can't say I don't have feelings for my ex because I used to love her like no other and still care for her, but it's not the same. I'm just sad that I picked the wrong person for my kids because they're without a mother and I feel bad for them. I have overcome the feelings myself and I love what she was, not what she has became.